out of all the portable fans I have already tested, and there has been quite a few, probably start a wind farm at this point, this one from TOPK reigns supreme. So naturally, when I saw a misting version from the very same company, and thanks to the magic of video editing, you don't have to endure a month-long wait. Boom, and it's trimmed down to a few seconds. So yes, size-wise, it's pretty much identical. The big upgrade, and the reason I got it in the first place, is the built-in misting feature. A long press on the only button turns on the mist on or off. There's only one speed for the mist, and 3 for the fan, which is done with short clicks. Hold around 30 milliliters of liquid. That will last you around 40 minutes. No markings on the reservoir, which is kind of a bummer. Even that no-name fan that I previously reviewed had them. But filling it up until around halfway or less should be safe. Before first use, make sure to soak the cotton wick. It's generic and easy to replace. If the misting still doesn't work and you're sure that the battery is charged, try turning it upside down and give it a shake. Apparently, the manufacturer is currently running an incentive campaign. Funny enough, I've had this product for months and only found out about it while making affiliate links, which, by the way, don't cost you anything extra, but do help me out, even if you're just grabbing cat food or a suspiciously large jar of jelly beans. What caught my eye though is that the campaign brief promises up to 11 hours of use. You're currently watching it run on the lowest speed setting, without the mist, and it tapped out at 3 hours and 24 minutes. That's not just a stretch, it's practically yoga. So I look back at my earlier top fan review, the one I mentioned in the beginning, and that one did last for a full 11 hours on the first speed. So now I'm wondering, how do I get in touch with TOPK? I'm guessing it's just a harmless copy-paste error, not some act of malice. A full charge takes almost as long as the fan can run for, roughly 3 hours. That said, most batteries aren't huge fans of being fully charged every time, just a heads up. For wind speed, I measure at 3 distances: 5 centimeters right up at the fan, 30 centimeters around where you would hold it, and 60 centimeters. Think of a more stretched out arm or tabletop use. I let the fan settle for a bit and then record for 1 minute. Sure, there might be minute varieties and it's not lab perfect, but at least you get the gist of it. And since I didn't include the 3 distant measurements in my non-mist TOPK fan review, still refining the process you see, I figured now is the perfect time to fix that, as I want you to be able to compare not just the aesthetics, but performance too. As for testing the impact of mist, well, I'd love to, but I'm pretty sure my anemometer isn't a fan of water. Before we dive into sound tests, thankfully an unspillable mug, let's first look at the design. The previously reviewed non-mist version features a foldable head, making it super flexible, right for desks, tables, or just about anywhere you'd want to breeze. The mist version, on the other hand, is a lot more limited, to one position in fact. Depending on the surface and whenever the container is empty, full, or partially filled, you might need to rely on the included stand to keep it upright. Without it, things can get wobbly fast. But let's be honest, the stand will probably get lost within the week. I have spent way too many hours testing stability across different surfaces, with various water levels, stand or no stand. Even tried getting it wet to see if it gets more slippery. And now I can confidently say this fan has a mind of its own. At this point, trying to explain its behavior feels like trying to reason with a cat. Sometimes it works, but mostly it stares back and does what it wants. Same goes for sound testing. I picked 4 case scenarios that cover most of the typical use: handheld, hardwood, IKEA honeycomb, and MDF. But once you start factoring in water levels and whenever the base is used or not, the number of combinations gets out of hand fast. Half of the water, 3/4 or a quarter all have slight variations, and then it might decide to wobble, while the previous 5 takes in the same configuration, it did not. I ended up spending 2 full days recording fan sounds that I didn't even include in this final video, so if you leave a like, not gonna lie, It will help me feel a little bit better about all the lost time that I could have spent reading or watching TV. Honestly, many of my videos could have a 3 to 5 hour director's cut, showing all the micro adjustments and tests, and me slowly spiraling down into madness. These mugs really can take a punch, and have saved my keyboard from more than a few sticky situations. Check out my full review. Oh, here's the sound test. I've only reviewed one other misting fan before, so let's see how this one stacks up. While the no brand F4 might look better on paper when it comes to battery life, the top actually packs a battery that's 157% larger. And yes, that doesn't really mean anything until you feel the wind. Even at the lowest speed, the top blows the F4 out of the water. And thanks to its larger fan, the top doesn't sound like a miniature airplane preparing for liftoff. Your ears and everyone else in the room will thank you.